What happens when you put nitrous on a tiny motorcycle?
No! Oh, God. Run away!
Will Nos actually make this little mini motorcycle any faster, or will it blow up in betwixt my thighs? We got a whole track today all to ourselves to test it out. I'm Jeremiah. This is Donut. Thank you to Keeps for sponsoring today's video.
Captain, a black hole is formed at the center of the glabrous galaxy.
No need to panic, Mohawk. Let's just fly down and give everyone a ride out of here.
Captain, it appears we don't have enough room on this ship for an extra 30,800,000,000 life forms.
We need to do something. The chance of survival is thinning every second. Thinning like hair.
Well, I know one way to prevent that, and that's with Keeps. Keeps makes hair loss prevention easy by shipping your hair loss medication directly to your door every 3 Earth months. Plus, you get access to real doctors online. Now that's out of this world. Hang on, everybody. Woo! Start your hair loss prevention today by going to keeps.com/donutmedia or by clicking the link in the description to receive 50% off your first order. This all started when we bought a Nitrous Kit thinking it was for a pit bike.
Nitrous Kit for a pit bike. What?
But it turns out we misread the ad and the guy actually wanted to trade for a pit bike. But in the comments you requested that we actually make this video, so legally we have to do it.
So we got the most insane, sickest motorcycle we could find at Walmart.
So now that we have our pit bike, we decided to set a baseline to see how fast this thing is without nitrous.
Joey down there, he's gonna check my top speed. It's not gonna be much.
Miles an hour.
18 miles per hour. That's our benchmark. Now the speed on this bike is limited by a governor, so I only expected the Nos to improve my acceleration, not my top speed. And in the case of this first test, I reached 18 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds.
So nitrous oxide, or N2O, is what we're gonna be talking about today. Now you know you need air, fuel, and spark for your engine to run. Well, the air component, we care about the oxygen percentage in that air, which is 20%. Now nitrous, on the other hand, it has 33% oxygen. And when you have more oxygen, it means you can add more fuel so you can make more power. And there are two main ways in which you can deliver nitrous. You have a wet system and you have a real cheap and dirty system, and that's called the dry system. So what I've got here is a dry kit, and this little thing cost me about $100 and runs on canisters of Nos like this. You push this little button right here, the Nos travels down this tube and it goes screaming out this jet. So what I've done is I've drilled a little hole here so that this jet is gonna squirt high, sexy Nos straight into the carb. But here's the thing, we need more fuel to make more power, otherwise this Nos kit is pretty much pointless. So I have to rejet this carb to deliver more fuel. Unfortunately, when I don't have Nos, it's gonna be running pretty bad. And this is kind of why most people don't use dry kits, especially in carbureted applications. It's just not practical. But we're gonna try it and see how much more horsepower we can get with our little Coleman mini bike. Oh, look at that, just threading her out. Oh, now I can put some new fresh brass in there. Let's go install this on the bike. Nos line routed right there. And let's mount it right there. I'll just zip tie it up. This should be totally secure. Nice. Okay. All right, boys, we're ready. Okay, we have our stock bike here with our dry kit installed. Honestly, I don't think it's really gonna work that great, but I'm gonna give it a fair shakedown and we'll see how it goes. Okay, you ready? All right, yeah, we got there quicker. So, is it a lot? No. Is it sustained? No, but you can definitely feel it in the butt. So now what we gotta do is get serious. Let's go put on a wet kit. Now this is a wet nitrous kit, and unlike a dry system, this will deliver nitrous and fuel, hence why we call it wet. Now because of that, it will be able to maintain a proper air-fuel ratio and make us a lot more horsepower, theoretically. But here's the thing, our little Coleman bike only makes 6 horsepower from the factory. This thing is 40 horsepower. So before I go and just send 40 horsepower to a Chinese engine and have Charge just blow all the way up, I'm gonna build that motor up a little bit. Starting with this lovely billet flywheel. I have a new carburetor, connecting rod, intake, exhaust, valve springs, camshaft. This little bike's gonna get dangerous quick. So I have my OEM flywheel with this plastic contraption on the top, and here is my billet boy. It's much, much stronger. So that is our governor. That's what's limiting our top speed. So I'm gonna pull that sucker out. We got us a fully disassembled engine. How long did that take? 50 minutes? Let's see how long it takes to put it back together. Good compression. Now how this system works is pretty simple. I have a fuel side and I have a nitrous side. So on the fuel side, I have a fuel pump that's going to pressurize the system with fuel whenever I get ready to hit this button. Now controlling the nitrous and the fuel are these solenoids. Nitrous goes in one port here in the end, and fuel goes through the F port. Now in a car, you're gonna mount this somewhere in your intake manifold, but on a Coleman mini bike, it doesn't have that. So we've tapped directly into the air filter, and you can see we have our jet pointing directly down the barrel of the carburetor. See a little jet? We're gonna get healthy fuel and oxygen, making instant power like that. Okay, so right now I'm just assembling the Nos Kit, making sure I get all my solenoids wired up correctly, all my lines. We have a fuel pump. There are these little jets. The size of that hole depends how much horsepower I'm gonna get. So I have 5 horsepower jets, 10, 20, 30, 40 horsepower jets. I don't know if we're gonna make it up to that point. If we were to put 40 to it, it might blow up. Dude, look at this. This is great, dude. Okay, so I have mounted our fuel solenoid and our Nos solenoid. I'm getting our fuel pump in place, getting the battery squared away. Got all our lines pretty much plumbed up. And Joey is on the way back from getting our Nos bottle filled with Sexy Sweet Go Fast juice. This is my activation switch down here. So this arms my fuel pump. And now I have our final Go Fast button, which I'm gonna put right here. Those will activate our solenoids, which will squirt our nice juice right into our carburetor.
Yeah, that's gonna look sick.
Boys, look at that. That thing looks tight as hell.
Hot dog.
Great. Go middle switch there. All right, that's it. We got our fully built out motor, now with a custom installed nitrous kit. I think it's time to go test this sucker out. Shall we? Okay, so we have our built mini bike over there. It's a little bit of a hard thing to start with a crappy pull cord, so I'm letting it warm up right now.
Since I did a full engine rebuild on this bike and removed the governor that was limiting its top speed, I needed a new baseline without nitrous. This time, however, we'd be after the highest possible top speed.
Just hit 21 whopping miles an hour.
With a new baseline of 21 miles per hour, I was ready to reset and try this thing with Nos. But of course, it wouldn't be a donut video if something didn't go wrong.
I mean, it's not enough vacuum being pulled through for it to like miss when we hit it.
Well, is the nitrous shooting?
No, the nitrous isn't shooting yet. So
Well, that'll help
that'll
balance
help.
the fuel, I think.
Right, okay, nitrous is on.
Oh, I think I'm just feeling this one. So at first it felt like the solenoid was firing because you could feel a click in it, but I was just feeling the click from the other solenoid traveling through the chassis. So this one isn't actually firing when he hits the button. So probably just a simple wiring issue probably.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
And I see you.
You think trip guys? Oh, there it is.
Is that fuel too?
Yeah. We got nice little atomization of our fuel. Our Nos is firing. Dude. All right, we got the bike started. I'm gonna take it on track, run it with Nos. Let's go.
I hope the nitrous setup works, and I hope he can feel it. I hope it feels cool, because I know this has been a lot of work for Jerry, so I hope he gets a little payoff. But what do I think's gonna happen? Lightning fast pass. And he hit 26 miles an hour.
To everyone's amazement, the bike responded really well when I gave it some Nos, but 26 miles per hour still wasn't fast enough. So I decided to try it again.
Oh, you hear it? Oh, 27 that time.
And again.
Oh, 28!
And again.
Oh, God.
Run away!
I was just worried about you, I want to make sure you're all good.
I heard something go poof, and I looked down and it was on fire. Yeah, so when it sprayed, I'm sure it soaked that filter. Then a little backfire produced a little.
Hey, but you hit 28 miles an hour.
Heck yeah. With a little bit of tuning, you know, some time, dude, this thing will be sweet, man. Hitting the Nos is really fun. Not so much when it catches on fire from a backfire. You know what? I'd chalk this up as a success. Thank you so much for watching this episode or anything else here at Donut. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next week. Bye for now.